with the teams being introduced from heaven. And it's just weird. And it ended with the Kansas City Chiefs in hell. So, congratulations to the people of Philadelphia who immediately, I disagree, by the way, who immediately celebrated their victory by attacking their own city, killing their own city. Die, Philadelphia! Mashing their own city, doing tens of dollars worth of damage. Yeah, that's right. I'm implying it's a shithole.
And if the nature and scope of these tariffs confuses you, don't worry, you're not the only one.
Next, in 2018, you imposed ad valorem duties, tariffs on imports of steel at a 25% rate. Since that time, a large number of exclusions and exceptions to that tariff rule have been implemented. This order would reimpose that 25% ad valorem tariff rate, and it's presented for your signature now.
Okay. Do you understand what that means?
Do you understand what that means? This is Trump's own policy, and he's so bored by it. And you can tell because at one point, he gets so bored, he just starts peeking into a random folder on the desk. What's in here, candy?
You know, we're flying over right now a thing called the Gulf of America, and I'm signing a proclamation, and perhaps you could define that.
First of all, why do you fly around in a Hyatt hotel room? Second of all, define proclamation? You don't know what a proclamation... Or did you just want her to say what the actual proclamation... I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
This is a proclamation declaring today, February 9th, 2025, as the first ever Gulf of America Day.
And we're flying right over it right now. So we thought this would be appropriate. Even bigger than the Super Bowl.
It's true. Bigger than the Super Bowl. In fact, my favorite thing about Gulf of America Day are the commercials. Ooh. It's very historic. I'm sure we'll look back on this day fondly when America is swallowed up by the rising waters of the Gulf of America.
Just as we thought it might not happen, Kendrick took the elephant in the room for a walk around the Superdome, leading the stadium in his accusatory taunt.
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
I've had it with these motherfucking Drakes on this motherfucking plane. Hey, Kendrick. The world's on fire, the president's in the stands, and you're using the biggest stage on the planet to go after Drake again? We get it. You don't like him. Save your petty beef for the group chat. Like Ronnie's fake accent, you're overdoing it.
All right, well, I disagree with you, Jordan, because unlike you, I love black people. And I thought Kendrick's performance was incredible. I mean, he proved what I've been saying for decades. The halftime show should always be about petty grievances. I mean, next year, I want to see Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni jousting to the death.
You've said before that the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're not going to buy anything. We're going to have it, and we're going to keep it, and we're going to make sure that there's going to be peace, and there's not going to be any problem, and nobody's going to question it.
There's no problem and nobody's going to question it? Trump is like a Jedi who doesn't have the Force. I'll take Gaza, nobody's going to question it. Nobody. No, is this thing working? Is this... But Trump has another plan to convince the haters, a charm offensive.
It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it.
Oh! Okay. So it's going to be an ethnic cherishing. I got it. Okay. I mean, how did that start like a Mussolini speech and end as a Boys to Men song? We will take the land, it will be ours, and we're going to make love to you. His financial disclosure is being kept secret. DOGE is exempt from open records laws, and when someone on Twitter merely identified some of the people who work for DOGE, Elon suspended their account and said, "You have committed a crime." Elon, I got to tell you, I don't think you're being that transparent.
So all of our actions are maximally transparent. In fact, I I don't know of a case where an organization has been more transparent than the DOGE organization. And I fully expect to be scrutinized and get a daily proctology exam.
Oh! Well, I did the exam, and what an asshole. Remember during the campaign, Donald Trump made some big promises about how quickly and easily he was going to end that war.
If I'm president, I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours. I would tell Putin, gotta settle. I would tell Zelensky, you gotta settle. I would get a settlement in 24 hours, no longer than one day. I can get it ended as president-elect.
I will get it settled before I even become president.
I'm gonna do a Back to the Future and end this war before it even starts. Go back in time, kiss my mom, maybe have sex with her. What am I talking about? What was I talking about? Trump is not going to go driving a hard bargain on Ukraine's behalf, and that's fine. But as long as Ukraine is an equal member of this peace process, they'll get some of what they want.
Do you view Ukraine as an equal member of this peace process?
It's an interesting question.
Yikes! That's like when my dentist asks if I floss. It's an interesting question. I gotta go.